Welcome back to the channel Coins. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about and misunderstood coins in American history, the legendary Liberty design family, and especially the fascinating 1971D coin that collectors are searching for across the world. This is not just about a coin. This is about history, value, rarity, minting secrets, and the possibility that a simple pocket change piece could be worth far more than its face value. Stay with me because what you are about to hear might change the way you look at coins forever. When we talk about Liberty coins, we are talking about one of the most powerful symbols ever placed on United States currency. The word liberty represents freedom, independence, and the spirit of a nation. Over the years, liberty has appeared in many forms, from the classic flowing hair design to the seated liberty and later modern interpretations. These coins are not just currency. They are art, they are political statements, and they are reflections of American identity. Now let us move toward the 1971D coin. The D Mint mark means this coin was produced at the Denver Mint, officially known as the United States Mint Facility in Denver. In 1971, America was in a time of economic change. The country had just moved away from the silver standard for circulating coins a few years earlier. The composition of coins had shifted. Silver was being removed from most circulation coins due to rising metal prices. That makes the 1971 era very important in understanding modern coin values. The 1971D coins that collectors often talk about include the 1971D Kennedy half dollar, the 1971D Eisenhower dollar, and certain Lincoln cents with Liberty inscriptions. One of the most interesting among these is the 1971D Eisenhower dollar, issued to honor President Dwight D. Eisenhower and also to commemorate the Apollo 11 moon landing on its reverse design. This large dollar coin features Liberty in bold letters and carries a powerful historical presence. At first glance, many people believe the 1971D coin is common and worth only face value. And in circulated condition, that is mostly true. A regular 1971D Eisenhower dollar in worn condition might sell for $1 to $3. But here is where things get interesting. Condition changes everything. In uncirculated condition, especially in high mint state grades like MS65 or above, the value can jump significantly. Coins graded by professional services such as PCGS or NGC in MS66 or MS67 condition can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars depending on eye appeal and strike quality. There are also rare varieties and errors that make certain 1971D coins extremely valuable. For example, double die varieties, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and other mint errors can increase value dramatically. Some collectors have paid thousands of dollars for rare high-grade or error examples. While the average 1971D coin will not reach values like $787,000, extremely rare coin sales in the numismatic world have reached astonishing numbers when condition, rarity, and demand align perfectly. When discussing market value, it is important to understand grading. Coin grading ranges from poor to mint state 70. A coin that looks shiny to the naked eye might only grade MS63 under magnification. Small contact marks, weak strikes, or hairline scratches can reduce value dramatically. That is why professional authentication is critical before assuming a coin is worth a fortune. Now let us talk about why Liberty coins in general can reach huge prices. Historic Liberty Head gold coins from the 19th century, like the Liberty Head Double Eagle designed by James B. Longacre, have sold for millions of dollars at auction. Rare key dates such as the 1861 Liberty Double Eagle minted during the Civil War era are extremely valuable. The combination of low mintage, historical importance, and gold content makes them highly desirable. Even earlier designs like the seated Liberty dollar and the walking Liberty half dollar designed by Adolph A. Weinman have strong collector demand. The walking Liberty design later inspired the American Silver Eagle bullion coin, which continues to be one of the most popular silver investment coins in the world. Liberty as a design theme carries emotional and historical power, which directly affects market demand. Back to the 1971D coin. The United States Mint produced millions of these coins, which is why most are common today. However, High-grade examples are surprisingly scarce because many were poorly struck or stored improperly. The large size of the Eisenhower dollar made it prone to bag marks. Finding a flawless example is much harder than people think. Collectors today search bank rolls, estate sales, and old collections hoping to find a pristine 1971D coin. Online marketplaces like eBay and major auction houses such as Heritage Auctions regularly list graded examples. Prices fluctuate based on demand, silver prices, and overall economic conditions. One important detail is composition. The 1971D Eisenhower dollar intended for circulation was made of copper nickel clad, not silver. However, special collector versions minted in San Francisco contained 40% silver. This distinction is critical because many beginners mistakenly believe all large $1,971 contain silver. Only specific mint marks and proof versions contain silver. If you believe you have a valuable 1971D coin, start by examining it under good lighting. Look for sharp details in the hair, lettering, and eagle feathers. Check for doubling in the date or motto. Weigh the coin if possible. Compare it with verified examples. And most importantly, consider professional grading if it appears exceptional. Coin collecting is not just about money. It is about history, patience, and the thrill of discovery. The idea that a coin found in change could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars keeps collectors searching every day. While claims of nearly $800,000 for a 1971D coin are not supported by standard market records, rare coins in other Liberty series have achieved extraordinary auction results. The key lesson here is knowledge. The more you learn about mint marks, varieties, grading, and history, the better your chances of identifying something special. Do not clean your coins. Cleaning reduces value dramatically. Keep them in protective holders. Handle them by the edges only. The story of Liberty coins is the story of America itself. From early silver dollars to modern commemoratives, Liberty stands as a reminder of freedom and resilience. The 1971D coin may seem ordinary, but in the right condition and with the right characteristics, it can be a rewarding collectible. Thank you for watching Coins. If you love discovering hidden treasures and learning about rare coins that could change your financial future, make sure to subscribe, like, and share this video. Every coin has a story. Every mint mark has meaning. And every collector has the chance to uncover something extraordinary. Keep checking your change, keep learning, and remember that history is sometimes hiding right in your pocket. Today we are talking about one of the most searched and most misunderstood coins in the American coin world, the legendary 1974D Liberty coin, a coin that many people ignore, but smart collectors never do. Imagine holding a coin minted more than 50 years ago, a coin struck in the powerful facilities of the United States Mint, carrying the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front, with the word Liberty boldly engraved beside him. That single word Liberty represents freedom, history, and American heritage. The 1974D Lincoln cent is not just a 1-cent coin. It is a piece of history, a story of metal, minting, and mystery. The D mint mark stands for the Denver Mint, one of the most important minting facilities in the United States. In 1974, millions of coins were produced, but here is the twist: not every 1974D coin is the same. Some are ordinary, worth only 1 cent. Others, depending on condition, error, and rarity, can be worth hundreds, thousands, and in rare cases, astonishing amounts that collectors dream about. The 1974D Lincoln cent was made primarily of 95% copper and 5% zinc. This was before the major composition change in 1982. That means this coin has real weight, real metal value, and real collector interest. During the 1970s, the United States was dealing with inflation, economic changes, and metal cost increases. There were experiments with aluminum cents in 1974, making this year especially interesting in coin history. On the obverse of the coin, you see Abraham Lincoln facing right. Above him is the motto "In God We Trust." To the left, the word Liberty. To the right, the date 1974 with the small d mint mark below it. On the reverse, at that time, the Lincoln Memorial design was used, representing the famous monument in Washington, D.C. This design was used from 1959 to 2008, making it one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. Now let's talk about value. Most circulated 1974 D Lincoln cents are worth 1 to 5 cents. But here is where things become exciting. In uncirculated condition, especially graded MS-65 or higher by professional grading companies, values can rise significantly. Bright red uncirculated examples with strong luster and no marks can sell for $10, $20, even $50 depending on demand and appeal, but the real treasure lies in errors. Error coins are the heart of coin collecting. In 1974 D, collectors searched for double dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and other mint mistakes. A strong double die obverse can increase the value dramatically. Off-center examples showing part of the design missing can sell for $100 or more depending on how dramatic the error is. There is also the extremely rare and mysterious 1974 aluminum cent experiment. Although most were struck without a D mint mark and never released into circulation, the story of the 1974 aluminum cent created a legend around this year. Only a few examples are known to exist legally in collections, and they are worth enormous sums. This has made every 1974 Lincoln cent more interesting to collectors because of that experimental history. When we talk about huge numbers like $787,976.47, we must be clear. A normal 1974 D penny will not sell for nearly $800,000. However, in the world of rare coin auctions, extremely rare experimental pieces, unique mint errors, or historical patterns can reach extraordinary prices. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers have sold rare U.S. coins for hundreds of thousands and even millions of dollars. While no regular 1974 D penny has reached that exact figure, the coin world has proven that rarity plus demand equals explosive value. Condition is everything. Collectors use grading terms such as good, fine, extremely fine, about uncirculated, mint state. The difference between a worn brown coin and a blazing red mint state coin can be the difference between 1 cent and $50. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC encapsulate coins and assign numerical grades from 1 to 70. A 1974 D graded MS-67 red can command a strong premium compared to lower grades. History adds emotional value. In 1974, America was going through political tension, the aftermath of the Watergate scandal, economic inflation, and global uncertainty. Coins minted during this period silently witnessed those events. Every 1974 D penny may have passed through thousands of hands, bought candy, paid for newspapers, or rested in jars for decades. Today, collectors open old piggy banks and coin rolls hoping to find a high-grade example hiding in plain sight. Many people underestimate modern pennies. They believe only ancient coins or gold coins are valuable. But the truth is, rare copper cents can shock the market. Look at historical examples like the 1943 copper cent or the 1955 double die cent. These coins prove that pennies can become legends. That is why collectors never ignore dates like 1974 D. They check carefully under magnification, searching for doubled letters, strong strikes, and unusual features. If you want to know whether your 1974 D penny is valuable, start with a simple inspection. Check the mint mark. Make sure it is clearly a D and not altered. Look at the surfaces under bright light. Are there scratches, spots, discoloration? Or is the coin shining with original mint luster? Examine the word Liberty and the date for doubling. Even slight doubling can interest specialists. Another important factor is color designation. Copper coins are often classified as brown, or red. Full red examples are the most desirable because they retain their original mint color. Over time, copper oxidizes and turns brown. A 1974 D penny that is still bright red after 50 years is much rarer than one that has darkened. Roll searching is a popular method among collectors. People buy rolls of pennies from banks and search for key dates and high-grade examples. The 1974D is commonly found, but high-grade examples are surprisingly difficult to find in circulation today because most have been worn down over decades. The coin market changes over time. Demand rises when more people enter the hobby. Online platforms like eBay have made it easier than ever to buy and sell coins. Social media and YouTube channels like Coins help educate collectors, increasing interest in specific dates and mint marks. When interest rises, prices can follow. Storage is also critical. If you find a nice 1974D penny, do not clean it. Cleaning can destroy value instantly. Collectors prefer original surfaces. Store the coin in a proper holder, such as a 2x2 cardboard flip or a plastic capsule. Protect it from moisture and fingerprints. Let's talk about long-term potential. While the 1974D penny is not currently considered a major key date, high-grade certified examples could continue to increase in value as top population coins become tightly held in collections. Registry-set competition between collectors can drive prices much higher for the finest known examples. Imagine discovering a near-perfect 1974D cent in an old collection, sending it to grading, receiving an ultra-high mint state grade, and watching it sell at auction for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. That excitement is what keeps the coin hobby alive. The beauty of coin collecting is that anyone can participate. You do not need millions of dollars. You can start with pocket change. The 1974D Liberty coin reminds us that even common coins carry history and potential. Every detail matters. Every scratch tells a story. Every shine reflects the past. So next time you see a 1974D penny, do not ignore it. Look closely. Study it. Respect it. Because inside that small copper circle is American history, economic change, and the possibility, however small, of hidden value. This is Coins, your trusted source for discovering the secrets behind everyday money. Keep searching, keep learning, and remember that treasure is often hiding in plain sight. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and mysterious topics in the world of American coin collecting: the legendary Liberty coins, and especially the powerful story surrounding the 1975D issue that collectors across the world are searching for right now. If you love rare coin surprise discoveries and the possibility that a small piece of metal in your pocket could be worth life-changing money, then stay with me, because this story is going to open your eyes in a way you never expected. When we talk about Liberty coins, we are talking about some of the most iconic designs ever struck in the history of the United States Mint, from the flowing hair design of the late 18th century to the majestic walking Liberty figure that appeared on silver half-dollars. Liberty has always symbolized freedom, strength, and national pride. Collectors are drawn to these coins not just because of their metal value, but because of the stories they carry. Each scratch, each mark, each mint mark tells a story of American history. Now let us focus on the coin that has sparked so much curiosity. The 1975D coin struck at the famous United States Mint facility in Denver, commonly known as the Denver Mint. The D mint mark represents Denver, Colorado, and coins produced there have often become highly collectible, especially when rare errors, low mintage, or unusual conditions are involved. The 1975D issue sits at a very interesting point in history, during a time when America was preparing for the bicentennial celebration and coin production was undergoing changes that would create unexpected rarities. The mid-1970s were a fascinating time for coinage in the United States. The nation was approaching its 200th anniversary, and special commemorative designs were being prepared while standard circulation coins continued to be produced in large numbers. Yet within these large numbers there are always hidden treasures, and the 1975D coin has become one of those coins that collectors examine carefully under magnification, hoping to discover an error, variation, or high-grade specimen that could multiply its value dramatically. When we speak about value, we must understand grading, because condition is everything in the coin market. A circulated 1975D Liberty-related coin may only carry face value or slightly above depending on metal composition, but an uncirculated specimen, graded MS65, MS66 or higher by professional grading services, can command significantly higher prices. And when We talk about rare mint errors such as double die strikes, off-center strikes, or dramatic die cracks. The price can jump even further into impressive territory. Collectors often search rolls from banks, old family collections, estate sales, and flea markets, hoping to uncover a gem. Many stories have surfaced of individuals discovering valuable coins in unexpected places, sometimes inside jars that sat untouched for decades. The excitement of finding a rare 1975 D coin in exceptional condition is real. Because while millions were produced, only a small percentage survive in pristine high mint state grades, and even fewer with spectacular eye appeal. Now let us talk about the idea of extremely high valuations. Numbers like $787,976.46 capture attention immediately, and while most standard 1975 D coins will never reach that price level, certain unique specimens, especially those with major mint errors or experimental compositions, could command astonishing auction results. The coin market has shown again and again that rarity plus condition plus collector demand equals explosive value growth. Consider how past Liberty coins have shocked the market. For example, the legendary 1933 Double Eagle, once considered illegal to own, later sold for millions at auction, stunning the world. That coin became a symbol of how historical context, legal complexity, and rarity can transform a piece of currency into a treasure worth more than most homes. Similarly, certain rare proof or error coins from the 1970s have achieved remarkable prices when discovered in flawless condition. The Denver Mint in 1975 was operating at high capacity and quality control processes were strong, but no mint operation is perfect, and that is where collectors find opportunity. A slight misalignment of dies, a subtle doubling of letters in the word Liberty, or a strong strike with blazing luster can make all the difference in value and desirability. Experienced numismatists carefully examine the date, mint mark, and lettering under magnification, looking for anomalies that separate an ordinary coin from an extraordinary one. Market trends also play a powerful role. Coin values fluctuate depending on economic conditions, precious metal prices, and collector demand. During times of economic uncertainty, tangible assets like rare coins often attract more buyers, pushing prices upward. Auction houses regularly showcase exceptional Liberty coins, drawing international bidders who compete fiercely for top-graded examples. When bidding wars occur, prices can soar far beyond estimated values, creating headlines and inspiring new collectors to join the hobby. Another important factor is preservation. Coins stored in original mint sets or carefully protected in airtight holders often maintain superior surfaces compared to coins that circulated heavily. Cleaning a coin improperly can destroy much of its value, so experts always recommend leaving coins in their natural state and consulting professional grading services before attempting any restoration. The difference between a cleaned coin and a naturally toned coin can mean thousands of dollars. The beauty of Liberty coinage lies not only in potential profit but also in artistry. The flowing robes, the confident stride, the symbolic torch, and olive branches represent ideals that resonate deeply with collectors across generations. Holding a Liberty coin connects you to history, to the hands that once exchanged it, and to the evolving story of American craftsmanship. Each detail engraved into the metal was created by skilled artists whose designs have endured for decades. As for the 1975 D issue, its true power lies in careful examination and understanding the context of production numbers, survival rates, and grading. Population reports. Professional coin grading companies publish data showing how many coins exist at each grade level, and when a coin has very few examples in top grades, its price can climb dramatically because advanced collectors compete to own the finest known specimen. Registry set competition drives demand, especially when collectors aim to build the highest ranked set of a particular series. Imagine discovering a flawless 1975 D Liberty related coin preserved with full original luster, sharp strike, and no visible marks, submitting it for grading and receiving an elite mint state grade that instantly places it among the finest known examples. The excitement alone is priceless. But the financial reward could also be substantial depending on market demand at the time of sale. Education is key in this hobby. Learning how to identify mint marks, understanding grading standards, and staying informed about auction results empowers collectors to make smart decisions. Knowledge separates casual hobbyists from serious investors, and the more you study, the more opportunities you recognize. Even small details like the shape of the number 7 in the date or the clarity of the mint Mark can influence desirability. In conclusion, the world of Liberty coins, especially issues like the 1975 D struck at the Denver Mint, offers both historical fascination and financial potential. While not every coin will be worth hundreds of thousands, the possibility of discovering a rare high-grade or error specimen keeps collectors searching with passion and hope. The next time you examine your change, look closely at the date and mint mark, because you never know when a simple coin could reveal a story worth telling and possibly a value far beyond face amount. If you enjoyed this deep exploration of Liberty coin history and market value, make sure to stay connected with Coins, where we continue uncovering hidden treasures, sharing expert insights, and guiding you towards smarter collecting decisions. The journey through numismatic history is endless, and the next great discovery could be waiting right in your pocket. Today we are diving deep into one of the most powerful names in American coin history, Liberty, the word that represents freedom, pride, and value, and especially we are focusing on the 1980 Liberty coin and its current market value, and why some of these coins are worth far more than people imagine. Some collectors even claim rare examples can reach astonishing numbers like $78,797,645 depending on rarity, condition, and mint errors. So stay with me, because what you are about to hear might completely change the way you look at the coins in your pocket. When we talk about Liberty coins, we are talking about a long tradition in United States coinage. The image of Liberty has appeared on coins for more than 200 years, symbolizing independence and strength. In 1980, several coins carried the Liberty design, including the Lincoln cent, Roosevelt dime, Washington quarter, Kennedy half dollar, and Susan B. Anthony dollar. And each of these coins has its own story, its own collector demand, and its own potential value. Let us begin with the 1980 Lincoln cent, featuring the portrait of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner. This coin was minted in huge numbers at the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint, and some at the San Francisco Mint as proof coins. At first glance it may look common because millions were produced, but here is where collectors pay attention: condition and errors. A regular circulated 1980 penny may be worth only 1 cent, but an uncirculated high-grade example, graded MS-67 or higher by professional grading services, can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. And if there is a rare mint error such as a double die, off-center strike, or wrong planchet, the value can jump dramatically. Now imagine discovering a 1980 penny with a strong double die obverse where the lettering Liberty and In God We Trust appears doubled, clearly visible to the naked eye. Collectors go crazy for such pieces. Auction prices can rise quickly, especially if the coin is certified and preserved in near-perfect condition. Some rare high-grade error coins from this era have sold for impressive 5-figure amounts, and the higher the grade, the higher the value, because collectors compete for the best-known examples. Moving forward, the 1980 Washington quarter, designed by John Flanagan, also carries the word Liberty proudly on the obverse. Most 1980 quarters in circulation are common and worth face value. But again, high-grade mint state examples are where the money is, in MS-67 or MS-68 condition. A 1980 quarter can sell for hundreds or even thousands at auction, and if there is a major mint error such as a broad strike or clipped planchet, collectors are willing to pay significant premiums. The 1980 Roosevelt dime, featuring President Franklin D. Roosevelt, also includes the Liberty inscription, and while most are common, certain proof coins from the San Francisco Mint, especially deep cameo examples, can command strong prices in top condition. Silver dimes from earlier decades already have intrinsic metal value, but the 1980 dime is clad. However, rarity in grade still matters. A perfect proof PR-70 example can bring surprising results in the collector market. One of the most interesting coins of 1980 is the Susan B. Anthony dollar. This coin represents a historic moment because Susan B. Anthony was one of the first real women featured on a circulating United States coin. The obverse, designed by Frank Gasparo, includes the word Liberty, and the reverse features the Apollo 11 insignia, eagle landing on the moon. While millions were minted in 1979 and 1980, public acceptance was limited, making high-grade examples desirable today. Certain 1980 Susan B. Anthony dollars, especially from the San Francisco Mint in proof condition, can reach strong prices, and rare error varieties can multiply the value many times over. Collectors always focus on 3 key factors: rarity, condition, and demand. A coin minted in the millions can still be rare in perfect condition because very few survive without scratches, marks, or where grading companies such as PCGS and NGC assign numerical grades from 1 to 70, and the difference between MS-65 and MS-67 can mean thousands of dollars in value. This is why professional grading plays a major role in determining market price. Now let us talk about the exciting possibility of extremely high valuations, numbers like $78,700,000 $197,645 are extraordinary and would require a coin to be unique, historically significant, and in flawless condition. Usually coins that reach tens of millions are one-of-a-kind pattern coins or historically important rarities, but the lesson here is that rarity and story create value. If a 1980 Liberty coin had a dramatic mint error, was the only known example, and had intense collector demand, its value could rise beyond expectations. Auctions often surprise the world when two determined collectors compete. History also adds emotional power. Liberty as a symbol has deep roots in American culture, dating back to early coins like the flowing hair dollar. The draped bust designs and the Morgan dollar. Collectors feel connected to the idea of freedom represented on these coins. So when you hold a Liberty coin, you are holding more than metal, you are holding history, art, and national identity, and that emotional factor increases collector passion, which increases prices. If you are searching for valuable 1980 Liberty coins, check your pocket change, look for sharp details, strong luster, know wear on high points, examine the word Liberty carefully. For doubling, check the mint mark, D for Denver, S for San Francisco, and no mint mark for Philadelphia. Use a magnifying glass and proper lighting. Store coins in protective holders. Never clean a coin because cleaning reduces value dramatically. Even a small scratch can lower the grade and reduce potential profit. The coin market is dynamic. Prices change depending on demand, precious metal trends, auction results, and collector interest. Always research recent auction sales before selling or buying online platforms. Major auction houses and coin shows provide real market data. Knowledge is power in coin collecting. The more you learn, the more opportunities you can recognize. Imagine finding a 1980 Liberty coin in an old collection inherited from family. At first it looks ordinary, but after grading it turns out to be a rare, high-grade error worth thousands. This happens more often than people think. Many valuable coins were discovered in everyday rolls from banks or in forgotten drawers. Patience and attention to detail can lead to incredible discoveries. The journey of a Liberty coin from the mint to your hand is fascinating. Molten metal is shaped into planchets, struck under immense pressure by engraved dies, inspected, counted, and released into circulation. Each coin carries microscopic details that tell its story over time. Some are damaged, some are lost, and a tiny number survive in pristine condition. Those survivors become treasures for future generations. Collectors also build sets completing every year, and mint mark combination for a series. High-grade 1980 coins are needed to complete those sets, which keeps demand alive. Registry set competitions push prices higher because collectors want the best possible example. This competitive spirit is a driving force in the coin market. If you are serious about investing in Liberty coins, focus on quality over quantity. Study grading standards, learn how to identify original surfaces, understand luster and strike characteristics, attend coin shows, join collector forums, and build relationships with reputable dealers. The more experience you gain, the more confident your decisions will become. The beauty of coin collecting is that it combines history, art, investment, and excitement in one small object. A simple 1980 Liberty coin might be worth only face value, or it might be worth a small fortune depending on its story, condition, and rarity. The possibility is what makes the hunt thrilling. So next time you see the word Liberty on a coin, do not ignore it. Examine it carefully, appreciate its history, and imagine the journey it has taken from the mint in 1980 to your hands today. And who knows, maybe hidden among ordinary coins is an extraordinary treasure waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this deep exploration into 1980 Liberty coins, their history, and current market potential, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Coins, where we uncover hidden value and reveal the stories behind the metal. Keep searching, keep learning, and remember, every coin has a story, and some stories are worth a fortune. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about coins among collectors, the legendary 1981 Liberty coin, a coin that might look ordinary at first glance but carries a story that stretches across generations and, in rare cases, can be worth far more than its face value. Imagine holding a simple coin in your hand. It feels light. It looks common. You may have seen hundreds like it. But what if that coin, under the right condition, with the right mint mark, and in the right state of preservation, could be worth hundreds, thousands, or even more? That is the magic of coin collecting. That is the power of rarity, condition, and demand. And that is why the 1981 Liberty coin continues to capture attention in the collector's market. The year 1981 was an important time in American coinage. During this period, coins featuring the iconic Liberty design were already a proud symbol of American identity. The word Liberty stamped boldly on a coin is not just decoration. It represents freedom, independence, and the long-standing values of a nation. When collectors talk about Liberty coins, they are not just talking about metal. They are talking about history frozen in time. Now let's focus on the 1981 D Mint mark. The D stands for the Denver Mint, one of the major United States mint facilities responsible for producing millions of coins each year. While millions of 1981 D coins were produced, not all coins are created equal. Some were struck with stronger details. Some were preserved in pristine condition. Some may contain rare minting errors. And it is these specific examples that can skyrocket in value. When we talk about current market value, we must understand that coin prices depend heavily on condition. A circulated 1981 D Liberty coin in average condition may only be worth its face value or slightly above. But an uncirculated coin, graded at a high mint state such as MS65, MS66, or even higher by professional grading services, can command significantly more money. Collectors are always searching for coins with sharp details, brilliant luster, and minimal marks. In some extraordinary cases, rare error versions of 1981 D coins have sold for impressive amounts. Mint errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or dramatic die cracks can turn an ordinary coin into a collector's treasure. These error coins are highly desirable because they are unique and limited in number. When rarity meets demand, prices can rise dramatically. There are stories in the coin collecting community of rare Liberty coins reaching astonishing figures at auction. While a standard 1981 D coin will not normally reach a price like $787,976.44, the world of numismatics has seen coins with special characteristics achieve extraordinary sale prices. Condition, rarity, historical importance, and collector demand can create incredible results in the auction room. Bidding wars between passionate collectors can push prices to levels that surprise even experts. The beauty of the Liberty design adds another layer of appeal. The strong lettering, the portrait details, the symbolic elements, and the craftsmanship reflect the pride of American minting. Collectors appreciate not only the value but also the artistry. A high-grade 1981 D Liberty coin can shine with original mint luster, showing radiant surfaces that have survived decades without damage. The coin market today is stronger than ever. Online marketplaces, major auction houses, and coin shows across the country have created a global stage for buying and selling rare coins. Professional grading companies have added transparency and trust to the market. When a coin is authenticated and graded, buyers feel confident paying premium prices for top-quality examples. So how can you tell if your 1981 D Liberty coin is valuable? First, check the condition carefully. Look for wear on the high points of the design. Examine the surfaces for scratches, spots, or discoloration. Next, inspect the mint mark to ensure it is clear and properly formed. Then, look closely for unusual features that might indicate a mint error. If you believe your coin is in exceptional condition or has a rare error, consider having it evaluated by a professional grading service. Many collectors start their journey with coins they find in circulation. It is exciting to search through rolls of coins, bank change, or inherited collections. Sometimes valuable pieces hide in plain sight. While most coins will be common, the possibility of finding something rare keeps collectors motivated. The history behind Liberty coins stretches back many decades. The concept of Liberty has appeared on numerous coin designs throughout American history. From early silver dollars to modern circulating coins, Liberty remains one of the most powerful symbols in numismatics. The 1981 D issue continues that tradition, representing an era of American coin production that bridges classic design and modern minting technology. Market demand plays a huge role in determining value. When more collectors are searching for high-grade 1981 D Liberty coins, prices naturally rise. Population reports from grading companies show how many examples exist at each grade level. If only a small number of coins exist in the highest grades, those coins become condition rarities and can sell for strong premiums. Auction results give us insight into the real market. Coins sold at major auctions often set benchmarks for value. A beautifully preserved 1981 D Liberty coin in top condition can sell for multiples of the price of an average example. Collectors are willing to pay for quality, eye appeal, and scarcity. It is important to understand that coin values fluctuate over time. Economic conditions, collector interest, and precious metal prices can all influence the market. While the 1981D Liberty coin may not always command headline-grabbing prices, the potential for rare high-grade or error examples keeps it relevant in the collecting world. Education is key for any collector. Learning about mint marks, grading standards, strike quality, and surface preservation can help you identify valuable coins. The more knowledge you gain, the better your chances of spotting a hidden gem. Imagine discovering that a coin you have owned for years is actually worth far more than you thought. That moment of realization is what makes coin collecting so exciting. The 1981D Liberty coin may be common in general, but exceptional examples can stand out dramatically. At Coins, we believe every collector has the potential to find something special. Whether you are searching through pocket change or building a high-end graded collection, the thrill is the same. The 1981D Liberty coin reminds us that value is not always obvious at first glance. Keep your eyes open. Examine every detail. Study the surfaces under good lighting. Compare your coin to high-grade examples. Look for strong strikes, clean fields, and sharp lettering. These small details can make a huge difference in value. The world of coin collecting is built on patience, research, and passion. The 1981D Liberty coin represents opportunity. It represents history. And for those lucky enough to find a rare or pristine example, it can represent significant financial reward. Thank you for watching Coins. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1981D Liberty coin and its current market potential, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Because you never know, the next coin you examine might just change your life forever. Today we are diving into one of the most exciting and mysterious topics in the world of American coin collecting, the powerful story of the top Liberty coin, and especially the 1991D issue that collectors are talking about across the country. If you love rare coins, hidden treasures, and the thrill of discovering something in your pocket that could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, then this video is for you. So, stay with me till the end, because what you are about to hear might completely change the way you look at a simple 1-cent coin. When we talk about Liberty coins, most collectors immediately think of classic American designs that proudly display the word liberty, a symbol of freedom, strength, and national identity. For generations, the idea of liberty has appeared on some of the most iconic coins in United States history, and today we focus on a modern piece that many people ignore: the 1991D Lincoln cent, struck at the Denver Mint even though millions were produced. There are specific varieties and high-grade examples that can reach impressive values in today's market. The 1991D Lincoln cent belongs to the long-running Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. This coin was revolutionary because it was the first regular-issue United States coin to feature a real historical person on the obverse, replacing earlier designs like the Indian head cent designed by James B. Longacre. The Lincoln cent was created by Victor David Brenner, whose initials VDB became famous among collectors, especially after the controversy of the 1909 VDB issue. By 1991, the Lincoln cent had already been in circulation for more than 80 years. The obverse still carried the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln with the word liberty on the left side and the year 1991 on the right, along with the mint mark D below the date indicating it was struck at the Denver Mint. The reverse design at that time still featured the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, making the 1991D part of the Lincoln Memorial cent era. Now you might be wondering, how can a coin that was produced in the millions be worth serious money? This is where condition, rarity, and mint errors come into play. While the 1991D cent is common in circulated grades, high grade, uncirculated examples graded MS-67 or higher by professional grading services can command strong premiums in the marketplace, especially if they display full red original mint luster with no spots, no scratches, and sharp strike details. Collectors are willing to pay significantly more for coins that appear almost perfect under magnification. The current market value of a regular circulated 1991D penny is usually just 1 cent to a few cents above face value. However, uncirculated examples in mint state condition can range from a few dollars up to several dozen dollars depending on eye appeal. But when we move into superb gem condition, The price can jump dramatically. Auction records show that top-graded specimens have sold for hundreds of dollars, and in rare cases where exceptional eye appeal meets population rarity, prices can climb even higher into the thousands, especially when competitive registry set collectors are bidding against each other. There are also error varieties that make the 1991 descent even more exciting. Some collectors search for double die varieties, repunched mint marks, off-center strikes, broad strikes, and coins struck on wrong planchets. These mint errors can transform an ordinary cent into a highly desirable collectible. For example, a strong double die on the obverse where the lettering or date shows visible doubling can increase the value significantly depending on the strength of the error and overall condition. Another important factor is the metal composition. The 1991 cent was struck on a copper-plated zinc planchet weighing 2.5 grams, unlike older copper cents minted before 1982 which contained mostly copper. This difference affects not only weight but also long-term preservation, because zinc core cents can develop bubbling or corrosion if the copper plating is damaged, so finding a flawless high-grade example from 1991 becomes even more challenging over time. Collectors who study population reports from grading companies understand that true rarity is not about mintage numbers alone but about how many coins survive in top condition. Sometimes a coin with a high original mintage can still be rare in MS67 red or higher simply because very few were saved carefully at the time of release, and even fewer survived without marks from contact with other coins in mint bags. This is why the highest graded examples bring strong prices at auction. The excitement around Liberty coins also connects to the broader American tradition of honoring Liberty on coinage. For example, classic coins like the Morgan dollar and the Walking Liberty half-dollar feature powerful artistic representations of liberty that collectors admire for their beauty and historical significance. Even though the 1991 Lincoln cent shows Abraham Lincoln instead of a female liberty figure, the word liberty remains proudly displayed, linking it to that grand tradition. If you search pocket change carefully, you might still find a bright red 1991 cent hiding among ordinary coins. Many people overlook these coins because they appear common, but sharp collectors examine every detail. They check the date, mint mark, alignment, surface quality, and color. A coin with blazing red luster free from carbon spots and contact marks can be worth far more than face value, especially if submitted to a professional grading service and certified at a high mint state level. Let us talk about grading, because grading determines market value more than anything else. A coin graded MS60 is uncirculated but may have many marks, while MS65 indicates a gem quality piece with strong luster and minimal imperfections. MS67 or MS68 represent near perfection, and coins at this level are extremely difficult to find. For modern cents, the difference of just one grading point can mean the difference between a $10 coin and a $1,000 coin. This is why collectors inspect coins under magnification and proper lighting before submitting them for grading. Auction platforms and coin shows often reveal surprising results when two determined buyers compete for a top population coin. Prices can skyrocket far beyond price guide estimates. This is how certain modern cents have achieved headline-grabbing results. Although most 1991 cents will never reach six-figure territory, the possibility of discovering a rare error or top-grade survivor keeps the dream alive for collectors everywhere. Stories of rare coins selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars inspire people to check their change carefully every day. When evaluating the current market, it is important to check recent sales rather than relying only on old price guides. Coin values fluctuate depending on demand, economic conditions, precious metal markets, and collector interest. While the 1991 cent is not made of silver or gold, its value is driven purely by collector demand and rarity. In top condition, and demand can shift over time. Registry competition, especially online, has increased interest in high-grade modern coins, pushing prices upward for the finest known examples. History teaches us that coins once considered common can become desirable decades later as fewer pristine examples remain untouched. Many collectors in the early 1990s did not preserve rolls of 1991 cents carefully, which means truly flawless pieces are scarcer than the mintage suggests. Over time, as coins are spent, damaged, or lost, the supply of high-grade survivors shrinks, creating potential for future appreciation. For new collectors, starting with Lincoln cents is a smart strategy because they are affordable, accessible, and educational. Searching bank rolls for high Grade 1991D cents can be both fun and profitable. You learn about strike quality die states and minting technology while building your collection, and who knows, you might discover a valuable error variety that others missed. Always remember, proper storage is critical. Use coin flips albums or certified holders to protect surfaces from scratches, moisture and environmental damage. Never clean a coin because cleaning destroys original surfaces and can reduce value dramatically. Collectors prefer natural, untouched surfaces even if minor toning is present. Originality is key in the coin market. As we close this deep exploration into the top Liberty coin, focus on the 1991D Lincoln cent. Remember that value is a combination of condition, rarity, appeal and demand. While most examples are worth only a small premium, exceptional specimens can reach impressive prices in auctions. The thrill of the hunt, the connection to American history and the possibility of hidden treasure make coin collecting one of the most exciting hobbies in the world. If you enjoyed this detailed journey into the world of Liberty coins and the 1991D cent, make sure to like, share and subscribe to Coins, because we bring you powerful stories, market updates and hidden treasure secrets from the fascinating universe of numismatics. Every coin has a story, and sometimes that story is worth far more than 1 cent. Keep searching, keep learning and keep collecting, because your next discovery could change everything. Today we are diving deep into one of the most searched and talked about topics in the coin collecting world, top Liberty coins, and especially the mysterious and highly discussed 1998D 1 cent coin that collectors are hunting across America and beyond. If you love the thrill of finding hidden treasure in your pocket change, then this episode is going to blow your mind, because we are uncovering history, rarity, mint marks, grading secrets and the real current market value that can turn a simple copper coin into a fortune. When people hear the word Liberty in American coinage, they immediately think about pride, freedom and the powerful history of the United States. The word Liberty has appeared on countless coins, including the legendary Morgan dollar, the peace dollar, the walking Liberty half dollar, and even modern coins that carry forward the spirit of the nation. One of the most recognized designs in American history is the Lincoln cent, which proudly displays the word Liberty on the obverse side next to the portrait of Abraham Lincoln. First introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth, this coin replaced the Indian head cent and marked the first time a real historical figure appeared on a circulating U.S. coin. Over the decades, the Lincoln cent evolved through multiple reverse designs, including the wheat reverse from 1909 to 1958, then the Lincoln Memorial reverse from 1959 to 2008, and later the Shield reverse from 2010 onward. Each design tells a story, and collectors pay close attention to mint marks, errors and condition, because those three factors can dramatically change the value of a coin. Now let's focus on the 1998D Lincoln cent, struck at the Denver Mint. The D mint mark located under the date indicates it was produced in Denver, Colorado in 1998. Millions of pennies were struck, but here is where the excitement begins. Not all 1998D coins are equal. Some were struck with special characteristics, and some extremely rare error varieties have sold for astonishing prices. The most famous among them is the 1998 wide AM variety. On normal 1998 cents, the letters A and M in the word America on the reverse are very close together, but on the rare wide AM variety, those letters are clearly separated, creating a visible gap. This small design difference can turn a 1 cent coin into a coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars, depending on condition. Collectors discovered that a small number of 1,998 coins were accidentally struck using a proof reverse die. Proof coins are specially made for collectors with sharper details and different letter spacing. When a proof reverse die was mistakenly used for regular circulation coins, it created the wide AM variety. These coins slipped into circulation unnoticed, and today they are highly sought after in circulated condition. A normal 1998D penny is generally worth face value just 1 cent. However, if you find a 1998 wide AM in mint state condition, graded MS65 or higher by professional grading companies like PCGS or NGC, its value can range from several $100s to well over $1,000. In exceptional grades like MS67, the price can climb even higher depending on market demand and auction results. There have also been sales of high-grade 1998D pennies with strong red color designation selling for impressive amounts. Red designation means the coin retains its original bright copper color without turning brown over time. Collectors pay premiums for coins labeled RD because They represent the best preserved examples. Now let's talk about the number that shocks many viewers: $787,976.42. While a regular 1998 D penny will not reach that exact figure, certain ultra-rare era coins in U.S. history have sold for hundreds of thousands and even millions of dollars. For example, the 1943 bronze cent, accidentally struck in bronze instead of steel, has sold for over $1 million in private sales. The 1955 double die cent, famous for its dramatic doubling, has reached tens of thousands in high grade. The key lesson here is that small minting mistakes can create massive value. The reason some coins reach extraordinary prices is a combination of rarity, demand, historical significance, and certified high grade. When supply is tiny and demand is global, prices explode. Auctions often drive records because two determined collectors compete for the same coin, pushing bids higher and higher. If you are searching for valuable Liberty coins, here are important tips. Always examine the mint mark. Check for doubled letters, unusual spacing, off-center strikes, die cracks, or missing elements. Use a magnifying glass or coin loupe with at least 10x magnification. Compare your coin to verified images from trusted grading companies. Never clean your coins because cleaning destroys original surfaces and can reduce value dramatically. Store coins in protective holders and consider professional grading if you suspect you have a rare variety. The Denver Mint itself has a rich history. Established in 1906, it has produced billions of coins and is known for its distinctive D mint mark. Coins from Denver are collected worldwide, and certain dates and varieties from this mint are highly valuable depending on mintage numbers and survival rates. Beyond the 1998 D penny, collectors also hunt Liberty head nickels minted from 1883 to 1913. Some of these nickels, especially the famous 1913 Liberty head nickel, have become legendary, with only 5 known examples existing today. Those coins are worth millions of dollars, making them among the most valuable coins in the world. The Morgan dollar, minted from 1878 to 1921, featuring Lady Liberty, is another favorite, with rare dates like 1893's commanding massive premiums in high grade. The excitement of coin collecting comes from the possibility that an ordinary-looking coin could be extraordinary. Every day people discover valuable coins in jars, drawers, estate sales, and even pocket change. The key is knowledge, patience, and attention to detail. Market value changes over time based on collector interest, precious metal prices, and overall economic conditions. When demand rises for rare coins, prices follow. Auction houses report new records and collectors rush to search their collections again, hoping they overlooked something special. Imagine finding a rare wide AM 1998 D penny in a roll from the bank. Imagine sending it for grading and receiving a high mint state grade. Imagine watching it sell at auction for a life-changing amount. That dream keeps collectors searching. Coins is here to guide you through this journey. We explore hidden varieties, grading secrets, auction records, and the fascinating history behind every Liberty design. Whether you are a beginner or a seasoned numismatist, the world of coins offers endless discovery. Always remember that true value comes from authenticity, condition, originality, and verified rarity. Separate a common penny from a treasure worth thousands. Study your coins carefully, learn the diagnostics, understand the difference between normal and rare varieties. Knowledge is your greatest tool. The 1998 D penny may not automatically be worth hundreds of thousands, but the rare wide AM variety proves that small differences create big opportunities, and history shows that certain Liberty coins have indeed reached astonishing numbers in private sales and auctions. Keep searching, keep learning, and keep your eyes open, because the next valuable Liberty coin could already be in your pocket. If you enjoyed this deep dive into top Liberty coins and the 1998 D current market value, history, and hidden potential, subscribe to Coins for more powerful stories from the world of rare money. Your journey to discovering hidden treasure starts now.